What?
Who, you don't
He
know?
does. I remember.
Kel, man. Who likes orange soda? Kel likes orange soda.
Wait, what? I'm
It's
slow.
Kel.
Two nerds,
I'm gonna
master
go
of
ahead and
nothing,
finish my little shut up there.
sharing
I need to make a
passion
new video.
for
Yeah,
tech,
come on,
movies,
we gotta.
TV shows, gaming.
I gotta
life.
finish my project that I
Tommy.
use planners.
Both of them are going off. We're live. Welcome to the show.
Are we
Listen,
live?
Yes, we're live now.
I'm protesting our opening.
Oh. I couldn't even read it with a straight face.
I am protesting our opening. We've been on this show, Terrence and I, have too long now for this to be what's on there. I don't even have my new guy that I paid for on here, Joey.
Oh, damn.
So, I got it. I didn't do anything for this today. Sorry.
Oh, how
I
much
took
is
a
it?
4-day weekend and it's been filled with honeydews.
Oh yeah, you weren't at work today.
Nope.
Hey,
Honey
so
do.
how
I
do
usually
get
didn't
one
say
of
good
those?
morning to you.
Oh, you didn't?
No, because I knew
Because you
were
remembered?
off. Yeah.
Hey, so how do I get one of those character peoples?
Pay Joey $2,500.
$25.
Oh, $25. What?
Yeah, nice
think I
try there,
overpaid.
He
buddy.
paid me 25, you nut.
Let's get a GoFundMe going.
Yeah. Terrence, start an OF.
And OnlyFans.
Hey, so let's jump into the conversation we were having when we decided to start
Orange
this, because
Crush.
I think it was kind of funny.
Orange Crush.
Yeah.
But I
All right.
also love Sunkissed and Dad's Diet Root Beer. Those are my 3 things.
So, gun to the head, Joey. Orange Sunkist or Orange Crush or Orange Fanta?
So Orange Fanta Diet is absolutely horrid. Regular
okay,
Fanta
strong
is pretty
words.
darn good. What?
So you're saying you're a Fanta? You're just dismissing Orange Crush and Orange Sunkist altogether?
No, their diet is horrible, Fanta.
Yeah, but
you know-
gun to the head, you got to pick one. You do know gun to the head
Sunkist.
means you got to pick one.
Yeah, Sunkist zero
Sunkissed
sugar.
over Crush.
Sunkist zero sugar is the best.
I agree with
Over
that.
Crush? You agree? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sunkissed.
They're both great, but
They are.
Sunkist has it down.
Hey, you know what? There's only one company that I know of that does a diet grape soda. You know what that is?
Crush.
There you go.
No, they don't do.
Faygo
They
does
don't
a diet.
do. I've never seen a diet Fago.
Now I gotta look it up.
The
Diet
only one that
grape
I know
soda?
of is Shasta,
Oh yeah, Shasta
Oh,
does.
yeah,
do
I remember
diet grape.
Shasta.
and they do it at Winco.
They do. They do.
Do you guys have Winco out where y'all are?
Are you,
I went to
are you
Texas
doing-
this week.
Yeah,
I went to
Faygo.
Texas
Faygo
this
does
weekend and
diet
say
grape.
y'all now.
Faygo does diet grape.
Interesting. I've never seen it.
It's horrible. Horrible. Tastes like
Man, now I'm
medicine.
craving Shasta.
If I could find a diet grape that was good, I'd probably like it.
So, what do you like better, Diet A&W or Diet Barks?
Diet Barks.
Neither.
Really?
Oh, Diet Barks.
You don't
is-
like root beer?
I had a bad experience as a child.
But I'm telling you, Mike, when you go to the store, look in where the 1 liters are, like the specialty sodas, and
Yeah.
grab a Dad's Diet Root Beer.
Oh, I've had it.
By
Listen,
far,
I've-
my favorite
I've
soft
tried
drink.
all of them. It's all right.
It's my
I still-
favorite soft drink in the
I'm
world.
partial A&W.
In the world.
So
In the
listen,
world.
this one I'm going to credit to Terrence a little bit. My new kind of thing that I've gotten into is Diet Squirt, and
Oh,
as a
I like it.
standalone, look, as a standalone, I don't care for it, but I drink a gallon of Crystal Light a day, and when I've got the red flavored Crystal Light, it goes great with Squirt.
Yep. You use it as a base for drinks.
So
Oh,
When-
after
when I'm
trying
done
it,
with
that's
that,
your
I've got-
go-to now, huh?
I've got what?
Doing the mix with the Crystal Light and the Squirt, huh?
I don't want to say it's my go-to, but I'll have one a day. I typically
Okay.
only drink 1 soda a day.
So are you doing actual just Crystal Light brands?
No,
Or are you talking about generics like Sunkist and
no, I do whatever's at Fry's or I do the Kroger brand.
Yeah, I do Kroger too. It's
All
just
right,
cheaper.
so pro tip, if you like your dads and the crushes, go to Winco because you will get Sunkist Orange, Sunkist Grape, Starburst, the Starburst Cherries, Strawberries.
Oh, it's terrible. You like that?
No, that is not, dude. It is delicious,
Yes, it
especially
is.
if you do the Jolly Rancher
Are you
cherry
talking about the
with the
powders?
Diet Squirt. Yeah.
Oh no, I can't do those.
No, they're terrible.
Wow. Dude, that's all I quit drinking soda for the most part.
I mean,
And literally, so I take one of these, and they're only meant for 20-ounce or 16-ounce bottles. This is 2 packs and 44 ounces. So it's not like I'm overcompensating. It just is that flavorful.
Tom,
You
we're like
get the
5
Rhea
minutes
from
into
that?
this, and you haven't said anything. What's your way in on this?
Because he's
Tom
like the
Brenner.
only guy that's not doing diet.
Yeah, I haven't dabbled in the diets yet, but
On
we
any
do have
drink?
a drink out here. Joey, I don't know if you tried it when you've been out, but we
Of
have
course.
a drink out here called Ski.
Yeah, of course.
It's kind of our regional thing.
Better. It's better than yeah. It's probably the best lemon, limeish, but orange diet
That
soda
sounds
on the market.
amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
I'm
is.
surprised. I'm
I'll
have to-
surprised
I'll
it's
have to
not
send you some.
mainstream. Yeah, I mean, everybody that comes out falls in love with it, yet it just doesn't go mainstream for some reason.
Yeah,
Ski,
and then our
shout out.
and then our barbecue chips.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm looking
SKI.
on Amazon right now. I bet you I can get it on Amazon. Hey, so I was in the Carolinas last year, and I was introduced, and I'm curious if it is in your area because I know it's in the Carolinas. A soda called Cheerwine.
No.
It's kind of like a Dr. Pepper type of. Oh, it's so good. Ski soda.
Yep.
Ski.
Diet ski though.
Diet Ski. Oh, there it is. Ski citrus soda.
Yeah.
Oh, diet.
Ski soda. Soda
I'm gonna
pop.
have to buy this. I'm taking your word for it.
Yeah, give it a whirl.
Oh, it's amazing.
Diet Ski lemon orange. 12 cans for $24.
Yeah, you should just let me.
Yeah, I'm not that's not gonna happen.
It's like 4 times the price.
I can see Renee like, babe.
Yeah, 12 pack is. I mean, I don't know how much it'll be to ship, but it's got to be cheaper than that. I'll get you a 12 pack.
Oh yeah, sure enough. And I went on here and I was looking for this, and you know what popped up right now?
Cherry wine or whatever.
No, but Fago Diet Grape.
Oh, that's funny.
Wait, hold on. Mike,
It's
why are you
horrible.
having a
Don't
fit?
try it.
What?
So you're talking about the Ski by Double Cola Company, right?
SKI. It's got the lemon and the orange.
It's a green can.
Logo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Diet Ski. So if you go to their website, well, I just looked it up, and it's Double Cola Company. They have stores in Phoenix or in Arizona.
No way. What?
Really?
That's
Now I gotta
crazy.
look this up.
Fact checked her. Damn it. Come on. It just brought up the map a second ago. Yeah, because I just searched for
Stupid.
Ski soda. Oh, they have them in Scottsdale.
Oh, there's a Diet Shasta cream soda.
Caffeine free Ski.
Hey, so how was everybody's weekend? Anybody do anything cool?
Not like
they're
you.
only in Cracker Barrels.
You what? Cracker Barrel?
Yeah, they're only in Cracker Barrels apparently.
Interesting.
So they
Oh,
have
in
some
Arizona.
Phoenix. Yeah, in Scottsdale. They say glass bottles only.
Terrence,
that's good.
is this your last week in the valley?
This is yes. This is the plan.
So did
My-
work say see ya, or are they making you work it?
I'm actually on my day off right now, so
You don't know
my
yet?
My boss. I think something happened with my manager, He's been gone the last week. Like he suddenly just was like, "Hey, I'm not going to be in today, or I got to leave early," and he hasn't been back. So he wasn't there Friday, Saturday. He should be there today, but I'm off. And then obviously tomorrow. But yeah, I'm so far I'm scheduled till the 31st.
I'm legit thinking about spending $25 on this 12-pack.
Is there not a Cracker Barrel near you?
Yeah,
Mike?
go to Cracker Barrel. Well, they probably won't have it in the
Listen.
bottle.
First of all, do you know what the gas prices are in this country? And I drive
that
an
big ass
F-150.
car.
Oh, you probably don't go to
So-
Scottsdale often, do you?
No, so listen, what you know what the cost for me would be the same.
Oh
It's really,
yeah.
if you think about it, it's not too bad. It's $2 a can.
The closest one to you is gonna be in Phoenix, which is looks like I-10 and
Ahwatukee.
yeah. Yeah, that's a drive for you.
I used to manage the Ahwatukee Pizza Hut store for a bit.
I used
Which
to go
one?
to that Ahwatukee
Ray
Pizza
and
Store.
48th.
Yeah.
That's it. Ray and 48th. Get the call. You want to close tonight? Sure.
Oh, they got a cherry ski citrus as well.
Yeah, it's really good.
Is that the one you were talking about?
They don't have it in diet.
Oh, okay.
But Mike will take a chance anyway. He can
No, I
afford it.
No, I won't.
You won't take. Wait, hold on. You're telling me.
My diabetes.
Oh, after those Skittles on the way to Sierra Vista that fucked it
Oh,
all
you
up?
know what? Nobody likes a snitch.
Damn. Called out.
But I have
Putting
wondered
my personal
why
business
they have
out there.
not made. So they make sugar-free sodas. They make a lot of sugar-free things that still
Have
taste
you-
sweet.
Listen, have
Why
you
do
had
they not
sugar-free
make
candy?
More sugar-free candies. And I don't mean the sugar-free Jolly or gummy bears either, because those
Listen.
are kill you.
No, go read the reviews on all the sugar-free candies. It's literally the same stuff that they do X-Lax with. Like it's the
Oh, I know.
sugar-free stuff is no joke.
If you
There's
for
a new
those
brand
that
out
don't know-
that's actually not bad.
So for those that don't know, if you're ever having a bad day and you just need to get some amusement in your life, go to Amazon and look
Yeah.
up the reviews for sugar-free gummy bears. Your day will turn complete 180.
Yeah, but
Hey.
you're gonna get the Rhea.
Yeah, our buddy Andrew. We all know Andrew, right? Tom, you know Andrew, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah, so Andrew, when we were on the phones together, I intentionally brought in because I knew he was a snacky little dude. He would take stuff off my desk, and I knew it was coming.
Oh
I would-
no!
You set them up.
Oh, I set him up.
Oh, man.
That was good time. He doesn't mess with anything on my desk anymore.
Were you like sitting there watching them like, all right,
Oh
he's
yeah,
5,
absolutely.
4.
He just went to town on those things. I was just like, yeah, have some more, buddy.
So yeah, I wondered why they don't make because I get the sugar-free, the powder drinks like the Sunkiss, the Crust, the Jolly Ranchers. And they do make sugar-free Jolly Ranchers, which don't have that same reaction. But why they don't make more candy that's sugar-free that doesn't have the reaction?
There is a company that makes amazing candy called Smart Sweets.
I have to look that
Smart
up.
Oh, I've had them.
Sweets.
Yeah,
All
they
together.
do like the Swedish fish and all that.
The Swedish fish are awesome. The peach rings are the number one, though, to me.
Do they have the watermelon rings?
They have Coca-Cola bottles.
Oh,
Is
good
it pretty
lord.
good? They're better than pretty good. But they're $3 a bag of what would normally be 50 cents or $1 at the store.
Wow, that
Just
was going to be the
Pretend you're at the airport. That's how much
But they're
they would cost.
keto. They're keto, so keto friendly.
So that was going to be one of the topics I wanted to bring up. Have you all watched or heard of Adam Conover's Adam Ruins Everything?
No,
I've heard of it.
So it's a good show. He has a new one on Netflix called The G Word. So he does a lot of fact checking stuff, like talks about FEMA and weather and what people think it is and what it actually is. And then his show actually puts where you can go to look up the information, like, hey, this is in the encyclopedia, this is on this federal website, whatever. So one of the things I noticed,
Encyclopedia.
especially, well, one of the things I found was, especially when I started to try and eat better, was why healthier food costs more than the junk food, and why our society allows healthier food to be out of reach for more people that need it, and the regular junk food is like, hey, here's 5 for $1,
To get you to buy it.
but it's unhealthy. It's killing people.
So what do you
Is
say?
it though?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's attributing to high blood pressure, hypertension, high cholesterol, diabetes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
it's fueling your body.
Isn't our life expectancy longer today? Even with all
No,
this
it's
stuff?
actually been on the decrease.
Darwinism is kind of kicking back in.
Fact check.
Yeah, I'd like to know the answer to that if anybody's
We'll search
got
it.
a device that.
Like a
Let me grab my kid's iPad.
my play school first iPad.
Don't
Oh.
even let him trick you. That's his. He just likes to protect it.
I gotta put in the.
And he
parentheses.
drops it a lot, so he got one with a
That's
handle.
it. That's his OtterBox.
I'm stuck on
Yeah.
YouTube.
So-
Stuck on YouTube, kids.
What are your opinions on it? Like, so I really started thinking about it more when I was at Mike's and Renee made that pasta, the low carb pasta, which was awesome. It was great. And then I went to go order some, and that shit was like $60.
You got to get it at Costco.
Okay, what I'm saying is, I can go get regular pasta for like a 2-pound bag for $2.
Oh, I get you. I
But
get the point.
a 2-serving pouch of the healthier kind was like $10.
You're dabbling.
it
You're
costs
dabbling
more to
in
make?
conspiracy
Yeah, it does
conspiracy
cost more to make.
territory.
Well, the pasta does cost more to make, and it doesn't sell as much as the big name brands, so it's more expensive to make because of that.
More overhead.
You think so?
You're dancing
Absolutely.
around the.
And then the question is, how do you think the world will ever get to a point where the unhealthier kind just goes away and the only kind is
No.
the low carb style? What do you think?
Our government is definitely not in favor of that. They get too
Uh-oh.
much money.
Are we
Out
getting
there.
into government talk?
Well,
Did I-
we know that that's a fact, though, that they're getting way too much money from. I mean, you guys have watched that whole cornstarch thing, right?
No.
The corn?
Okay.
You mean corn? How corn is in everything?
Yeah.
That's in the G word. He covers that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a money thing over anything.
I can't get into that kind of stuff.
All right, I won't get into it, but partly what Joey said is correct. So one of the things like I watch that show is I will literally pause it and Google it and look. So there's subsidies from the 1910 that encourage farmers to grow corn.
Yep.
To help the industry and everything in like the Great Depression that are still in place.
Yep.
Don't get it wrong. I wasn't saying like I can't get into it. Like there's some topics that I literally can't get into. And these things, this is one of those things like I can't get into because
you can't get into it.
It's because it just drives me crazy. Everybody's got a side, and these documentaries, I feel like they tell a side of the story, and people get wrapped up on that side of the story. Like, listen, you want to get into something weird? I got my sister spun up, and I don't know that she's ever recovered from this.
All right.
You any of you guys have my sister on social?
Yes.
No.
Listen,
maybe.
I don't follow my sister on social. I started and don't get it wrong, I love my sister to death. I'd do anything to protect my sister. In fact, Terrence probably knows more so than anybody, right? Like
he will put her in the closet.
I a few years back told my sister about Monsanto, or however you say it. Do you all know anything about that company?
Nope.
Monsanto? Yo.
Sounds
Let me get
familiar,
you spun up. Go research that company Monsanto. These guys, so it's been a long time since I looked at it, so I don't know if their policies have changed, but these people like create these super seeds that can impact the growth of vegetables and stuff like that. They sell it to the farmers, and then once they sell those to the farmers have to pay so corn, for example, they can't reuse the seed that they use to grow that corn. They got to pay this company in perpetuity to continue to use that same seed. And if they're caught doing that, they get sued. Like, this company's got a racket on all the big cut. You ever want to go down a hole on any of that stuff? Go research that company. I think it's Monsato. Monsanto. Man, I don't know. Like I said, it's been years. I stay away from that stuff now. It's been a long time since I've researched them. But my sister, that is what got her started on that whole kick. And
they're the makers of Roundup and.
They're the makers of
Manzano.
No, that's a different company.
Oh,
it's Monsanto.
Monsanto. There you go.
So yeah, ironic.
Yeah.
Ironic.
Do some research on that and see if you could probably do multiple podcasts on that, but they'd come sue you.
This is one of the companies that that I was talking about, like those government subsidies from the 1900s. This is one of them. It was founded in 1901, and what you just explained is kind of one of the things. Less controversial is.
It's a big week.
It with chicken.
What?
I mean, so most of the chicken that you eat comes from like 6 farms. And those people that own those farms, they're not just, hey, this is my farm. They're paid by those companies to over farm these chickens. They're basic grow houses. And it's a rabbit hole. Like you said, not to go into, but that's what I was talking about.
I've seen that stuff too.
No one, why do you feel that the populace isn't more aware of these kind of things? Like, it's blatantly obvious. Like, you can literally drive to some of these places and see it, yet people don't recognize it, or I guess don't acknowledge it.
Tom's seeing that.
He is seeing that. He wants to go to war.
So, not to change the subject, but to change the subject, has anybody watched Lincoln Lawyer yet?
No, but it is on the list. That is up next.
Holy cow.
I've heard it's good.
Watching the movie first.
I loved it.
Series?
Is it based on? Is it same? Is the movie Lincoln Lawyer?
It looks like it.
Same story.
I've never watched the movie, but the TV series, Danny and I both loved it.
Because I was that way with Limitless.
This is a big week for entertainment stuff.
It sure is. Oh boy.
Huge week. What do we got?
Obi-Wan.
Top Gun. Obi-Wan.
Yep.
Stranger Things 87.
I've never watched Stranger Things.
Never watched it.
That's actually surprising to me. I would have expected you of all people to watch Stranger Things. Tom, are you watching any of these things?
I've seen. I'm caught up on Stranger Things.
I'm not.
Okay, I have watched the first season.
I did not.
And you didn't watch after that?
I just think I got lazy with it and watched other things when they came out, and then I got behind, so I didn't bother.
Yeah, I could see
it wasn't huge to me. Although if I ever come to the point where I've got nothing to watch, I said I would watch it, and I keep having other things to watch.
Did you watch the finale of? Did you watch the Halo finale?
I have not.
Not yet.
We were out of town this weekend, so I didn't get to watch it yet.
I did get caught up.
Was it good?
There's a good battle scene. I like their battle scenes. They're really well done.
Yeah.
Does the girl still bug you?
No, no spoilers this week.
She just doesn't bug me at all. I like her.
She's not realistic.
She irritates me.
Not in the slightest bit does she bug me.
Her haircut annoys me.
Have you seen a picture of her, though, not from the show?
No.
She's really pretty.
Tom, no spoilers, but is at least her story explained why she matters to this show in the finale?
No,
Yes.
she doesn't appear in the finale.
All right, that's even better.
Is that too much of a spoiler?
No, but it kind of semi makes me happy.
That's what I said. It makes it even better.
He's lying.
I'm not lying.
So
No.
I saw her on the preview.
So I
No
feel a little less nerdy. I found nothing worth watching. I didn't even watch Flash or any of the other ones that I had been watching. I was like, I need something to watch. So I
Flash
popped in.
bores me now.
I jumped the shark.
Flash is terrible.
I put in episode 1, season 1 of Firefly. And I got
Okay.
like 20
Anytime there.
minutes into it. And I was like, it doesn't have the same effect that it had before.
Really?
Yeah.
Never watched it.
Because I've watched it
it-
so many times. I'm like, man.
I've watched the whole series probably over 20 times.
So have I. There's only
Tom, have you watched
10
it?
episodes and the movie.
Not the whole thing. I've watched bits and pieces. 'Cause
I get the
like
same
I like
feeling
the
every time.
characters.
I couldn't do it. Like right now, I honestly don't think I would be able to watch The Next Generation from season 1 again. I could
Yeah,
probably
I think I'm that way though with like Clone Wars and Rebels. I don't know how many times I've watched that already, and I just every single time I'm just like I'm all in every time.
There's some shows I am, but those used to be my go-to all-in shows, and now I'm like, maybe I've watched them too many times.
I have to admit, I am not a cartoon person, but there is one cartoon that I could actually see myself watch. No, there's 2 cartoons out. But a Star
Racer.
Wars one, Rebels, is one that I could picture myself watching the whole series.
What about
It's,
Robotech?
it's listen. So I'm gonna try and sell you all on this real quick. If you like the Star Wars movies at all, watching the Clone Wars specifically changes the entire context of the prequels. And if you really like Mandalorian, if you like what I assume you're going to see in Obi-Wan,
Obi-Wan.
yeah, and if you like Boba Fett, and by the way, favorite character of all time in all of Star Wars universe is Ahsoka. For me, I've got her tattooed on me, like hands down my favorite. But I'm telling you, Clone Wars changes the entire context of the way you watch those
So
prequel
does that mean
movies.
Rosario Dawson is your celebrity?
No,
Oh, that's
He
No.
likes the character.
no, but we could get on a topic on that too at some point.
I think she makes it where I've seen her in the cartoons and everything. I think she made a really good live action Ahsoka.
100%.
I was
He's
like,
the one
wow.
that's in Rebels, right?
Who? Ahsoka?
Ahsoka?
Yeah, well, she ends up showing up in Rebels. She's not one of the primary characters. She becomes a focal point at some point, but
Okay.
she's a primary character in all of the Clone Wars. Well, season 2 through the end, she's a primary character.
So you're
She's
saying
a big character in the first couple seasons. In the first, she's a big character, but she becomes kind of a focal character from season 2 on.
so you're saying I could skip Phantom Menace and just watch the Clone Wars instead?
No, listen, you have to, for real.
You know I've never made
Uh,
it through Phantom Menace, right?
You haven't?
Dude, every time we went like on Mill Avenue, I pre-drank and fell asleep in the movies. I've never made it all the way through Phantom Menace.
I love
I've
that
probably
one.
seen it in bits and pieces over the courses of years of you watching at the house, and I walk in and I watch it, but
I would
This
be
is the
rushing to go
That's
watch
the
it.
most. Yeah, this is the most disappointing part of my day right now.
that's unfortunate. But it's the
It
truth.
is, especially
There's
if you
some
know what my
scenes-
job is.
There's some
I-
scenes in that movie that are some of my favorites in all of the movies.
Yeah, it's got one of the greatest lightsaber battles.
I was awake
Ever.
for that. That's great. But if that lightsaber battle was an hour and however long the movie was, I would watch the entire thing. But there are just
What-
so many slow parts.
What about
Where-
the fascinating junk
Hey.
shop? I mean, that shop is just so cool, and just the little tidbits of nuggets that are. I love that shop.
I got a bridge to sell you at the bottom of that pit where Boba Fett was found. Here, I'll leave you there.
Well, you'd need a bridge to survive it. Maybe.
Hey, I want to save you guys 2 hours though. On TikTok, there's these guys that try to promote these movies, right? Say, oh, here's movies that are awesome that you've never heard of. So we got suckered into watching one of those movies. You know, we gave it a try, and it was a Chinese movie called Forgotten. And actually, or maybe
Netflix,
it's
right?
Korean. Actually, maybe it's Korean. It's on Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of their top Korean shows.
Terrible
Is it?
movie. It's
Really?
and they talk about a plot twist at the end. There is no it's not a surprise plot twist. It's basically a plot twist you can see coming from a mile. The movie is just a waste of time. Save 2 hours, and that goes for the rest of you guys. Yeah, those guys are just getting paid by Netflix to pump up these Netflix made movies made for Netflix.
I almost watched it when I was trying to find something to watch. I was like, hey,
Ooh.
Forgotten. It's a
I want to
Korean
see
drama.
that Lincoln Lawyer. That's what I'm gonna go to next.
I'm telling you, it's very good, and you won't watch anything but that once you start.
But you've never watched the actual movie then?
No, let me look this up.
Okay.
It's
I
got
felt the same way
all right guy. What's his name?
Matthew
Matthew
McConaughey.
McConaughey. Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't watch
Hey.
the movie Limitless until episode 2. No, until episode 2 of watching the TV series.
That
I
was
like,
good
hold
too.
on, I need to go back.
I wish
I
they
went
would have
back.
kept doing that. That
Hey,
was a
it's
good-
gotta be
that was a good
related.
show.
It's got to be related.
Hey, a really good Matthew McConaughey movie that I don't think got all the traction that it should have.
Days of
Did you
Confused?
watch? Huh? No. Come on. That's. Did any of you watch The Gentleman?
Yes.
It's got Charlie Hunnam.
Yo.
Not yet.
Yo.
Oh,
That's
guys.
new though, right? That just came out.
Dude.
In the last couple years, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It presents
Guys.
itself like it's gonna be one of those British fuck off drama.
It is. It's a
No.
Guy
It
Ritchie
presented
movie,
like-
isn't it?
It presented itself like it was gonna be the tone of the original British Avengers. Like dry humor, everything's prim and proper, and not real action, not real funny. It is totally opposite of that. It is
Listen.
hilarious. You need to watch that movie.
We need
Okay.
you two to watch that movie and then come back next week and discuss if
What's it
that is
called?
arguably The Gentleman.
The Gentleman.
Okay, the gentleman.
It's got Charlie Jacks from Sons of Anarchy.
Never
is
heard of
in it.
him.
Colin
It's
Farrell's in it.
got Colin Farrell's in it. Yeah, he plays. That's a really good guys.
Who would
Go watch
name
this
their
movie this
child
week.
Jax?
I don't know.
Just so you guys know, the Lincoln Lawyer, the movie, is based on the main character, which is McConaughey, is Mickey Holler, which is the same
So it's
name
the
of the
same
main
thing.
character in Lincoln Lawyer, the TV series.
Okay.
Okay.
So
But
I'll
it's
go
probably
watch
not the same
first.
case that
Yeah,
Well,
in that
handles-
movie, is this show about multiple? Is this like going to be a different case every week, or is it one case all the way through?
Or is this like a Better Call
Well,
Saul? Like
There's a bunch of. So I'll just give you the premise, because you know immediately that this happens in episode 1. He is a alcoholic, and he's 6 months clean and sober, and this lawyer gets murdered, and his cases are all given to Mickey Holler. And so he's got one high profile, and then the rest are small ones. And
So it's him dealing with this one big case the entire time while dealing with a bunch of little one-offs
Correct.
as they come
like
and go.
Daredevil.
and he's got
That's
a
kinda
ghost
cool.
in the closet from a past case as well. And that's it.
So, Tom, part of your other homework is you need to go ahead and get the Law and Order dum dum noise. Add that
I'll watch the
sound
Lincoln
effect.
Lawyer. It sounds kind of
gonna watch
like it's probably the way they remade who's the Tom Cruise guy, Jack Reacher. The
you
Reacher
watch
series
that?
on Amazon. It was awesome.
Are you
It was
kidding
I
me?
enjoyed it.
I've loved it.
I thought it was better than the movie.
It's a
Yeah.
I did
guaranteed
too.
watch every time.
Yeah, that was fan. Wait, the movie or the show?
The show.
The show.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Well,
I didn't
don't
hate
get
the
me
movie
wrong.
though.
Yeah, I like. The
I
movies,
love
too.
Tom Cruise, but it wasn't my
too.
favorite part for him.
He didn't. He wasn't
No.
very convincing.
I love Tom Cruise.
I mean, it was the problem with it. It's basically the same character he plays in Mission Impossible.
Mission
So it's
Impossible,
kinda,
I agree.
You know, it's like
I agree.
there was
So
no
I have
separation.
New
I have
trailers
two favorite
for
actors.
a new Mission Impossible trailer just came out. I think.
Two favorite actors: Tom Cruise and
Val Kilmer.
Johnny Depp.
Wait, is Tom Cruise in the next Mission Impossible?
Yeah. Why do you think Top Gun kept getting pushed fucking back? 'Cause
First
he
of
kept
all,
fucking- he
they
kept
kept
doing-
Watch your
to
mouth.
No,
shave
I'm
his
not-
beard.
That is
I
not
will
a
not
fact.
watch my
That's
mouth
not why
on
it
this.
kept getting pushed back.
That is why Top Gun kept getting pushed back, because he kept fucking around with Mission Impossible.
Oh, you and the F bombs today.
I'm just saying.
Did you know that Paramount tried to put that out on streaming, and Tom Cruise said absolutely not?
Yep.
That would have been so stupid.
He said, "I do not make movies for the small screen."
I don't blame him.
Well, did you watch the other remake one,
Mm-hmm.
the Jack Ryan's?
Oh, that's probably of all these shows we just got done talking about, that Jack Ryan that's hard to beat.
So
I
the
didn't
last
think I was
delay
gonna
was due
like
to
it.
COVID. Nothing to do with Mission Impossible.
Oh,
Fact
fact
check.
checking.
Yep.
On
Come
the
on,
spot.
Real time fact
I'm
checking.
sorry, what
right.
now? Come again?
It got delayed due to COVID.
News Guard certified.
No.
Do we need to,
Oh,
do
you
we
know
need to
how
call in
Tom-
independent fact checkers
You
here?
know how Tom used to get all about heroes, and he would go to, like, he would scour the web for it. That is how I am with Top Gun.
Oh wait, listen. Listen.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
So the first delay was due to Mission Impossible in 2018. Then it was due to COVID.
So, do you both take the L on that one?
No.
Or are you both going to try and claim the W on that one?
No, I don't care about the
I'm not
W.
gonna care as long as it comes out in 4 days and 13 hours.
Did you hear it got pushed back till next week already?
Because of Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
I will burn
Because of the
down.
trailer for Mission.
I will burn down everything. Everything I own. So who's following the Johnny Depp trial?
I
I am.
mean,
Does
whatever
anyone
pops
care?
up on TikTok, I follow.
All right, so that's about it.
Yeah.
Which segues to our topic. Social media. Is it a detriment to society as a whole with small points of gold nuggets of people that are influencers that are producing positive vibes and so forth and charitable causes? Or is it a cesspit of people who never got out and played in their childhood and just want to say this is cool because I said it's cool? And everybody do this dance because I said it's cool.
Can't they both be true?
Yeah, I think because I think a lot of the popular people on socials were popular in real life as well.
Really? You think so?
I think a lot of them
that
are.
is your takeaway from that.
Well, I think it's a hard thing to pinpoint.
Okay, so as parents, you and Tom, how do you feel about social media influencing your kids versus how we grew up and having actual friends?
Yeah, I'm with you there. Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm going to play devil's advocate to that statement. I think that's a bullshit statement.
It was a question. It wasn't a statement.
Yeah, it's but, so
It's
I
an
monitor.
implication.
No, hear me out though. I monitor what he watches on socials. He doesn't get to watch TikTok anymore. He can watch 2 people on YouTube. And both of these people on YouTube are huge in giving back to their communities.
Clowns.
But how do you know that?
Because I watch them myself.
But how do you know
Mr. Beast.
that? So
And then
you guys actually actually this goes back to you guys' podcast about doing, I think Tom commented, doing charitable good for the likes. Is he just showing that, hey, I'm giving back to the community so I get likes and get to push?
Yeah, but
more
so what?
influence?
To Joey's point, so what? So
That's
what
what
if
I'm
he's
saying.
what if he's doing it for the likes? If he's still giving back to the community, he's giving back to the community. What does it matter what his end means are?
I guess it really doesn't matter, other than the fact that he could just be putting on a show.
Okay, but so what if he is? Or
He's still
unless
doing what he's doing.
unless what you're trying to imply is he's really not giving back. Is that what you're implying?
He's giving back to one person for a show, but then everything else he keeps to himself.
But he
In
doesn't
other words,
do
that
that.
would be like me saying, hey, I'm going to have this community fundraiser and I'm going to give back to needy kids, and I'm going to film me giving a needy child $1,500.
Uh,
If he were a politician, that would be scandalous.
Yeah. I'm just showing
That's
you,
not what
hey,
he does.
Right.
But that's what I said. How do you know? I can put it to you this way.
Because it's no. Hear me out.
Well, hold on. This is why I asked this.
Yeah,
Because what you just said, Joey, reminded me of something my dad told me that Mike overheard, which is, you go hang out with those white boys, they're going to burn down the forest and blame you. I don't want you hanging out with them. That wasn't...
and where was the truth in that story?
The truth is, I would have burned down the forest. But that's not what the point of that statement is. The point of that statement is, our parents knew who we were physically. Mike's parents knew me. My parents knew Aaron and a little bit of Mike. As a parent, you knew your kids, who your kids were hanging out with. On social, you just see what's presented in front of the parent. So how do you feel about that? Or does that thing even cross your mind at all? Or do you just take it at face value?
I'm going to call bullshit on that statement
yeah,
too,
I keep
though.
a tighter leash than that.
Man, I'm not...
Here's what I'm saying, though.
Okay.
I think it's... Listen, you and I are a good example, if we're going to use examples. On the weekend, I would tell my parents I'm going to go stay the night at Aaron's house. You told your parents I'm going to go stay the night at Aaron's house. Aaron told his parents he's either staying the night at your house or my house. And where did we stay the night at?
Mexico?
We went across the border. And when did our parents find out about it?
My dad found out fairly early. My mom just found out again.
No, not while we were in high school. They didn't know.
My dad knew.
No.
Do you know how many times? Do you know how many times you dropped me off and my dad was getting up to go play golf?
Listen, I hear you, but so using those analogies today, I think it's easier for parents to keep track of what their kids do online. You have, to Joey's point, right. Joey can monitor and dictate what his son gets to consume. Our parents didn't.
It is. Tom is distracted as shit right now.
Our parents didn't have that kind of control over us.
They didn't.
No, not at all. But we
didn't care.
No,
yeah, it was totally different. It was, well, yeah, I don't know that they didn't care, but it was.
They weren't worried.
Totally
let's put it
different.
That way.
Yeah, it was a totally different time. Like, I mean, we all joke about the whole. What time was it? How did you know what time it was to come in? Streetlight came on, right?
Yeah.
Like that's not now, because parents are so freaked out about letting their kids go out and play because, to our point, circling back to the whole topic of the conversation, there's so much online about child predators and this and that parents are afraid to let kids go out and be kids.
Okay.
It's easier to keep them inside. I mean,
well, in all fairness, when the streetlights come on, that's when my boy has to be home.
Well, you're almost proving the point with that little anecdote, Mike, of saying that the news traveling on social media is so fast.
Yeah,
but Tom, you run a different ship at your house.
On this. I'm going to stand my ground on this. I said, couldn't both points be true?
This is true. He did say that, and I was putting
Right,
that
but
with the
which
devil's
which
advocate
point
statement.
which point is prevails more often though?
Social
Negative
media,
or
fast
positive?
food Society destroying our
I
society.
think it depends on how you use it.
It's
But
like
I
the
mean,
internet.
just as someone who consumes it, if you go onto social media, or any of us go on, and we spend an hour randomly looking online at social media, what do you think we're going to see more of? Positive things or negative things?
I see
That's your own
positive
personal
by far.
curation.
I think it depends on who you use. Because if you go look at my social media content, because of, and part of what I create, and part of what I intentionally block. Look, I mean, hell, all of you know, like 7 years ago, the way I used social and the way I ranted about politics and police and pick a topic, any topic, and just kind of the wormhole that I go down on social. I'm not that same person anymore. I don't use social in that same context. So what
but
I
you're an
consume
exception.
now.
You're an exception.
But I'm not an exception, and I would say most of what I see is positive. Outside of when Trump was president, everything I see pretty much is positive now.
Yeah,
So
see.
I think that depends on how you curate your own list.
It sure
and
is.
us as adults can curate. Like when the whole Black Lives Matter thing, I was like Mike. I felt like Mike when the whole Black Lives Matter things. I remember Mike used to blow aneurysms in his head, arguing about anything. Diamondbacks, whether it was the Diamondbacks, the Ambulets, the Coyotes, whoever, whatever.
No, you're right.
Was
I'm wearing
He used
a
to look
Cubs
for it.
jersey,
He
and
used to
uses
hunt
the-
for it and get involved in the
100%.
conversations
Yes.
and spend hours arguing
Yes.
with people.
So when the Black Lives Matter thing happened and everything and the shootings happened, all the protests happened, I was getting heated. Like I changed my ringtone to Fight the Power. I designed like 5 different "fuck the police" Operation Shoot Back shirts, wallpapers, and everything like that. I was actually gonna do the walk down the street with my AR with another one of my friends on the other side, and film, how police interact with both of us at the same time. He's a white guy with the AR. I'm a black guy with the AR, and we're gonna film it. And I found myself like, why am I letting this get to me that way? And I turned it to puppies. I was like, look, I literally came across like something from Bastion. I went to TikTok and I was like, husky, whatever puppies. And I felt better. And then it just slowly curated to now my TikTok is like puppies doing dumb shit.
There you go.
Original dance, some funk music. As an adult, I curated my TikTok to what I wanted. But I don't know if kids really have that ability or that consciousness to curate it. I don't think children, kids.
Yeah, but that's where the responsibility of the parent has to come into play.
Mike, how many times did your dad say, "Don't have any parties at your house"?
Listen, we're not arguing that anymore, though. I agree with you. That's the point. I think that there is more. Parents have the ability today to control that better than they ever have.
But that's also an older point in life too for a child. So at a younger age, it's much easier to maintain what's happening.
Yeah, but once you hit those teenage years, I don't think you're going to have that control. Actually, I'm going to say once they hit 10, you're not going to have that control.
Oh, yeah, I will.
Yeah,
10 is not the right
statement.
age.
I'm going to say 10.
I don't
know.
Let's ask Tom.
Yeah, Tom.
All right, so at about 13, and it's different when you have a daughter, the door closes and you don't know what's going on in the room for hours and hours, weekends, and that's what happens.
I mean,
but I can hear my 13-year-old right above me right now. She's talking, but I mean, she's
13.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? She looks like she's like 17, to be honest.
That does not.
But she's got friends. I mean, she's on group chats on FaceTime all day. So she's not like. I I mean, she surfs around on TikTok, but she's normally on a FaceTime with somebody. So she's got friends. I think she's pretty much normal.
I mean, let's just go with Tyler.
Yeah, listen, I was getting ready to bring Tyler up. The way you all raised Tyler, I think, is an interesting way to raise a kid.
How old's Tyler now?
24.
Old enough to whoop your. But the way you raised Tyler was interesting. You and Danny had a very you gave Tyler the space to make decisions. Like, he was allowed to cuss.
Yep.
And he didn't abuse the power.
Nope.
He was allowed to say and speak, and it's because I think the way that you all raised him was there wasn't harshness about raising him. You gave him the ability to watch what he wanted to watch, see what he wanted to see, and you kind of put the power in his hands, and I think it taught him how to make good decisions.
But Tyler could handle that. Jax?
You don't think so?
No way. No how.
Just because of the
Tyler was
Are you bringing
mature.
him up differently, or
No, the same way.
just
But Tyler was
Tyler was a
mature.
mature kid.
Jax is not mature.
It's interesting because the way Christina and Andrew raised Marky was the same, very similar to the way that you all raised Tyler.
Yeah.
But you're right, kind of persona-wise, they're kind of they have very similar personas. Quiet kids.
Yeah. Quiet, good in school.
Not overly social. Like Tyler wasn't the kid that was throwing house parties on the weekend.
No.
Like Terrence.
And we offered
is a
it.
terrible kid.
I tried throwing one.
We offered it.
So Tom, what about you? What about Riley and Raina? Are they?
Well, Riley is on her iPad 24 hours a day.
Yes.
She's always on her iPad.
5 years
She
apart?
plays Minecraft on her laptop.
Yeah, they're about 5 years.
With her iPad playing like some Roblox video or something. Yeah, she's pretty much glued to her iPad. She's not at that age though where she's got like friends, and we live kind of off in the distance, so we don't have neighbors for her.
But
Like when we
Jax and
lived
her
in town.
interact really well.
Yeah, I mean they were playing the whole time.
Yep.
So if there were kids around, I think when she has friends come over, she doesn't touch her iPad. Or when we're outside, I mean, obviously, like when we're out the pool or when we're playing out, I've just taught her how to play Foursquare, so we've been playing that.
So I had a question for you too about that. Sorry to segue, but I wanted to get out. Since I sent you those videos, one, have you shown Alexis those videos again? Damn it, Alexa, stop. And two, have you shown Riley and Raina those videos of Alexis?
There's no interest from anybody in seeing those,
Really?
especially Alexis.
Wow.
What were they?
So Tom, I'm curious. What is your verdict on this topic? Good, bad, indifferent, or all things can be true?
I think there's, like you said, there's a positive and a negative, and I think the power of one person's voice can be either a positive or a negative. Like a lot of times, like, let's just throw out the word wokeness, right? So like wokeness is people that are, protesting something, like some injustice. And I think the reactions to those protests have gotten somewhat out of hand. Like the voice might be a super small percentage. Like imagine the something that's happened with a brand, right? Like Aunt Jemima, it's gone, right? It no longer exists because a few people thought, oh, this is a negative thing
Oh,
towards
I know
the
what
black community.
The brand still exists. The image does not. The logo has changed.
Which that's kind of that could be a
They did the
whole
same thing
interesting
with the Quaker
topic
guy.
that we could get into right now.
The Quaker Oats guy is no longer Quaker Oats. It's just General Mills Oats.
Yeah.
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like like one person might have raised that complaint, but because the company is reacting to, because that person now has a megaphone on social media, they can now cause a change that maybe the public and overall as a whole did not want that change. And so that's where I think that's the negative aspect of it. But then again, that same, maybe if there is something that somebody needs to speak out on that there's no awareness of, then, you can do something positive with it. But I think in a lot of cases, it's really just someone complaining about something, and maybe not even because it bothers them, but they just want to see, hey, let's just see if I can make them do something that, out of the blue, I can make this company change their logo. And, let's just do that for a laugh. And it happens.
Basically, you just.
It also becomes, it almost becomes clout chasing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or like a game. It's like it's becoming a game. Like, let's see who can affect, let's see who can affect the next big company with a change. And it works. Like, did you see the news with Netflix though? Netflix said, you woke people, this is not the place for you. If you don't like what we put out, step.
Yeah,
And that's all
else.
because of the Dave Chappelle stuff. Everybody started protesting management because they didn't like the Dave Chappelle comedy specials.
Really?
And Netflix said, you know what, then?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
it was
putting-
awesome.
we're
I
gonna-
loved how they handled that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not saying I like the Dave. I didn't know there was a controversy over his series.
Oh.
there.
It wasn't
Netflix-
just Dave
So-
Chappelle. It was a bunch of things.
So, look, I think we tend to. We'll get into politics at a surface level. Politics tends to be a pendulum, right? It swings left, it swings right, and it will always swing left and right. I don't think that'll ever change. I think it has over recent years taken more extreme swings to each side.
You're still swinging, Mike.
Yeah, but do we ever speaking on kind of that, do we ever find middle ground again? One, do we ever find middle ground? And two, does social help us get there, or does it drive us further away from it?
I think periodically it will hit a middle ground, but it'll adjust quickly.
There's no middle ground because left and right are the same, because they're both right now. Establishment is driven by money. As long as money is an influence, it doesn't matter. Republicans are useless. Democrats are useless. They're all useless because they're all driven by money.
Yeah.
That's
a fact. I agree.
But a lot of Mike will probably attest. I'm probably an extremist about this, but I honestly feel that the middle ground is going to take a drastic measure to make that middle ground, and it can't be political based. It almost was political based with the Trump on there, and everybody that was against him and everything it was doing. And people were like, "All right, let's all fight against this one person." It was finding that common enemy.
What's happening with Biden now?
Yeah, but not as much. It wasn't as bad as with Trump. Biden
You say
was-
that, but
Hold on. What I'm
Crazy.
saying is this: Biden is just old. That's it. Biden's old and he's not quite there. So a lot of people just like, bless his heart. He's doing he's trying. The boy's giving it all he can.
listen, the dude has the worst approval ratings for a president ever by a lot.
But
Like
okay,
this
but
dude, you've got one of the worst economies in a long time from an inflation standpoint.
Yeah, a lot
But
of
what I'm
stuff's
saying is
going
this
wrong
is-
right now.
they're
I'm talking about is people
whatever the
come
case
together
may
to
be,
fight.
he's the guy it's in power, and he's the one that's gonna.
I mean,
has
he's
to
in
own it.
charge.
Yeah, listen, every president owns whatever came up and didn't come up during their watch, right?
If a business is doing bad and you're pointing a finger, who are you pointing it at?
Yeah,
That's
you
not what
could
I'm getting at
probably
here.
anticipate some pretty heavy swings for Republicans in this political season.
See,
it's
that's not where I was talking about. That's not where I was going with it. That's why I said I
okay.
usually don't talk about it.
Okay.
I'm talking
mean,
about people as a country coming together to fight.
I
So,
wish.
a great example, Pearl Harbor brought the entire country together. 9/11 brought the entire country, for the most part, together.
Oh no,
For
it
the most
did.
part. Good
There needs
statement.
Hurricane
For
Katrina.
the most part.
Yeah, Hurricane Katrina. It would take a large national disaster or an invasion of the actual United States, I think, for people to put aside their level of bullshit and come together and reevaluate what's really important in life.
What you're missing with that, with the 9/11 analogy, is that's what the politicians want. Just like with the $40 billion that was just approved to go to Ukraine, when we've got all kinds of problems with baby formula shortages and stuff.
Chicken wings.
So the $40 billion was just approved for weapons aid to Ukraine.
Right. Now here's
That's
the other
because
thing with that, though.
That's because
So-
guess who's getting that $40 billion?
Don't
Defense
know.
contractors.
All of these American defense contractors.
Yeah.
The politicians are doing them big favors because
100%.
there's going to be kickbacks. So right now, and guess who's sponsoring every like all these news broadcasts? Like every 30 minutes, and you watch the commercials. Well,
We're
it's
here at Ukraine.
Raytheon, or you see commercials for
General Dynamics.
Boeing, General Dynamics. Yeah, so all these
Pfizer.
all these defense contracts,
Moderna.
all these defense contractors and big pharma or whatever, they're sponsoring what's on the news. So who do you think the news is going to try to paint a pretty picture of? That's why.
That's why I said. So with that statement, kind of like how you just saw, the other half of that large scale invasion and when America came together is, so America came together and I say for the most part, 9/11 brought the country together as a whole for the most part.
For the most
Unless you
part.
were Arab.
The news allowed it because the news
There's
allowed
some
it.
people out there would disagree with that statement.
Pearl Harbor brought the country together unless you were Asian.
Sure.
Now, the
Look,
only thing that would
Stop Asian hate.
like that would be a natural disaster or
But it didn't.
an invasion of a different sort that didn't have to do with anyone else that's on the planet already.
The reason our last natural disasters didn't do that was because of political reasons in the news.
Yeah. Yeah, but here's tying this back to social. Do you all pay attention to what these main? It's interesting that they even refer to them as mainstream media anymore. Hey,
Are you talking about like Fox News, ABC, CNN?
CNN,
I don't watch
Fox,
any of them.
I don't
anymore
either.
at all.
I gave them
Zero.
up years ago, but I always do find it interesting when they talk about their ratings.
I watch Al Jazeera. No, literally. So when I want
Assalamu alaikum.
that's not tainted by the left and right or Fox, I will go to BBC.
Well, yeah,
And
go
I
to.
watch the
I would
country.
watch BBC probably too. They're still bought, but I'd still watch it.
Yeah, look, doesn't matter whatever. What are the big players in it? Can we agree? The big players in news today is CNN, MSNBC,
and Fox.
and Fox.
If
right?
they have commercials, they're bought.
Sure,
Right.
but we'll just use those three as the big players. Do you know what their ratings look like?
They're
No.
probably horrible.
They're terrible. Their viewership on their highest rated program is less than 750,000 people.
So are you saying channels
That's-
or upcoming channels
that's-
like Young Turks are taking over?
No,
No,
Young Turks
not
is
Young
nowhere
Turks
close to
are
that.
woke. They're
Young
too
Turks
woke.
is
I'm
like
saying-
5,
saying-
10, 20K at max.
Listen,
no, but-
there's TikTok users.
Yeah.
There's TikTok users who get more views on a 3-minute clip than mainstream media channels get.
Well, that's
So-
why they were going after Rogan.
100%.
Has
So
the TikTok
you
speed and
look
Instagram
at
speed.
you look at these content creators. Who's
Right.
more powerful today? Is it content creators or is it mainstream media?
Do you mean powerful as in who has more influence over
Who has
public
more
or
influence?
TikTok, social media?
Yeah.
Well, it
so-
depends. That depends on the age group, though, because you still got
is
your
true.
baby boomers that are watching cable news.
Yep.
Yeah, but how much power do they have anymore?
Well,
legit,
unfortunately,
how much-
they
According to
see
my
them as
company, they
powerful
have
from
a
a
lot of
financial.
power.
That's where the advertising dollar seems to be going.
So
Unfortunately,
working for or soon to be not working for a cable affiliate, that baby boomer. So our parents, well, Mike's parents' age, Mike's parents, you guys still have the buying power. That is what cable companies and affiliates are still going. They still have a lot of power. They would rather have your two parents money than 50, 20-year-olds.
I disagree with you.
well, they
Dude,
just
I-
haven't evolved. Like those,
Listen,
It-
I,
it
they
literally
haven't
comes-
evolved to advertise with social media yet.
Yeah, it's literally comes down
But
to money
they-
coming in.
you're right, but let's reverse this conversation back a couple minutes ago.
Okay.
We just got done talking about the power of wokeness, right?
Right.
Where does the majority of wokeness come from right now? Specifically, what generation?
Ours,
It-
Gen X.
No,
No,
not-
younger.
Gen X is about the least powerful generation.
Millennials,
Because we don't give a fuck.
It's not even millennials.
Gen
It's
Z.
Gen Zers.
It's
Gen
the ones
Zers are the
below
ones
us.
that are canceling stuff. Like, and they're the youngest. They're the youngest generation that anybody's put money into. So we could say, look, the reality of it is I think baby boomers and your Gen Zers are probably have the sandwich effect of who's controlling the most in society right now. Millennials and Gen Xers are. Listen, Gen Xers, we're willing to fight everybody. We're not afraid to go get in a fist fight with all these people. Like, literally, I don't think we have an issue with it. And I think that the context for this conversation is a good demonstration of it. Because ultimately, I don't think any of us really. I think we understand we control our social media more than our social media controls us. Not everybody else gets that.
I'll give you a tip though. A pro tip. When you're on a TikTok video and you see a girl in a bikini, let that video play through 2 or 3 times. That fixes your algorithm. As
what?
soon as you see Ben Shapiro start talking, scroll up quick. Bikinis only. Watch the whole
Okay.
thing. Just let it go. Loop 10 times.
Guess what time it is?
It is time
Ooh.
for our special sponsor.
I
said
didn't
what I
see
said.
them today. Thank goodness.
I don't know.
Don't
It
forget
is
to
wrap up
smash,
time,
Wait.
boys.
smash that like button.
Hold on. Pause. We went one whole episode last week and we didn't bring up
Your
what
special
did we
friend.
forget?
You been
We
out to
miss
San
it.
Diego lately? You been out to Oceanside? What's Bobby up to? Are you
I
going
don't
to the
even know who
wedding?
that is. Who's
Are you going
Bobby?
to the wedding?
Is he getting married?
Yeah, he is getting married.
I know you got an invite.
Yeah.
0.
Are we talking about the dude that you're trying to find? Bobby Fischer?
Lee.
Do not come.
Yep, Bobby Fisher. That's it.
Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
All right. So are we all in agreement that Tom needs to find some new sound effects?
No, that's the best
That
sound
was-
effect of all
that's-
time right there. That is
one's
the
pretty
best
funny.
sound bite of all time.
All right.
That was good. I liked it.
Better than emotional damage. And it's better than the stepbrother one because that just sounds
I like both of those.
I
love
say-
the emotional damage one too.
I say you need to get
damage.
the Law and Order, the dong.
I'll get
I'm,
some
I'm
more.
okay with adding that.
Joey, next week, man, can me and Terrence make an appearance?
Let's get you
Like
some
on the intro?
emojis.
Well,
Yeah.
I can definitely get another emoji made.
Yeah, I need one.
You
Guys,
got,
check the description below for the GoFundMe. Let's get Magic's an emoji created.
he can afford 25. You can afford
I mean,
25 bucks.
Can you use the Bitmoji ones? I mean, I have my Bitmoji.
Yeah, that might work.
If that's
Let's-
what you want.
Yeah, just
I mean,
just
if you want
screenshot
that,
it.
that's fine.
Can you get a high quality? Yeah, just do a screenshot of that.
I just sold some seasoning, so I definitely have $25.
I mean, it's up to you on what you want to do.
Yeah, have her make me one. That
I don't
that
want
way
to put
they
you on
all
the
match.
spot if you've got 25 bucks or not.
No, I have $25, dude. I'm about to drop
Go for it.
between
Hey, if we-
$450 and $900 to rent a U-Haul based on the day that I rent the U-Haul.
Yeah, that U-Haul's
not
finicky about
come.
that for sure.
Hey, we haven't moved in subscribers in a while. We're sitting at 67.
Yep. We need
that
to do
one?
something there.
Do not
So I have a
come.
question for the two parents here. And this is because of Mike, because I was going to bring this up earlier. Mike is the only person that I ever knew that called his parents by their name. Like, there are many times I've been in that household, and Mike's like, Rhonda, listen, Rhonda, or Dennis. Dennis.
remember
I don't,
that,
do,
yeah.
I don't do that anymore. My mom got all pissed off at me finally.
No, my question
Quit
is,
calling
Joey,
me Rhonda.
would you ever let your kid, Joey and Tom, would you ever let your kids call you by your actual name?
It would be too weird.
Not happening here.
Okay.
Do not come.
I saw Tom did do the subscribe thing, but remember, if you made it this far, absolutely subscribe. It's worth it. You never know what we're going to get into here. We're definitely enough to be dangerous because we do know quite a bit about a bunch of stuff. We're just not experts. So
So,
Speak
just
for
so
yourself.
you're aware,
Do you guys want to plug your channel real quick? Your new podcast?
we'll put links down below to all of our channels. So we'll have a link
Yeah,
list
listen.
below.
You know, here's kind of a weird fact. I don't even know anything about your all's any of the podcasts that you're doing outside of this one. All I know is we come in and you guys are like, "Oh, guess what we talked about last night?" I'm just like,
Yeah,
"No,
that was
y'all
new to
don't
me
promote
too.
it at all." Tom, I actually
Do not-
recently discovered we're not even friends anymore, bro.
Your
happened?
friend
Where?
on his.
I follow you on Instagram.
Yeah, but we're not on Facebook.
I don't use Facebook.
Very rare.
Listen, I feel like this warrants a whole separate conversation that we don't
This
have to get
does.
into
The only
now.
thing
gonna
Tom
ask you.
uses on Facebook is Messenger.
I use Messenger, and that's really that started
Yeah, but-
just to talk to my dad.
Here's what we know
Your
had to have
new
happened.
MySpace?
Something there had to have
Do
been a
not come.
moment that I got unfriended on Facebook.
Let's save that topic for another time. Let him think
No,
about it.
I
It's
think
about to get awkward.
no, I think what happened was I don't even know if that's my same account, but
That's fair.
it's not.
You
Yeah.
do have a new account. This is a
It's
new
not.
account.
That's why. You're
Listen,
probably-
you guys are homies. Good taking one for the team right there.
No,
No,
it's a
because
fact.
he had Tommy Nice. And
No, I
then
don't. I
one
don't
day
even know.
I
Am I
was
friends
like,
with?
"Where the fuck is- who
I don't
the
know if
fuck
I'm
is
friends with
Earl?"
these guys either.
Yes,
Am I friends with
are.
you guys? Okay.
So I don't know. I just remember you used to
Do
have the
not come.
Tommy Nice, and then it became the Murd or T Murd or the Mud Ducks.
Oh, that's YouTube.
The
Do not
Mud
come.
Ducks. I remember that.
Yeah, that's YouTube. He's got like 10 channels.
Well, the Murd was the practice channel, so that's how
Yeah.
that evolved. That was just our sound check. Even you and I did one on the Murd, Joey. Remember that was where
Yeah,
we would
yeah, I
always do
remember.
our tests.
What's your other channel that you're using?
The Murd
Murd.
Live. The Murd.
So have you been getting viewers on it?
No.
Just you guys.
It's usually just us bullshitting.
I mean, listen, I'll tune in.
I got 15 subscribers.
Okay,
Oh, you jumped up from 9.
but we don't cut it off. We don't cut it off at a certain time.
Yep, I got to go. So we got to cut it off.
All right.
Thanks for that
Do
input.
not come.
Okay, it's only 8 o'clock here, so
I'm gonna come.
next week, everybody should have seen Top Gun. We will discuss and analyze.
Lincoln
And
Lawyer.
the gentleman.
Oh, and Lincoln
Homework.
and the gentleman. Lincoln
Go see
Lawyer.
the gentleman. We'll start Lincoln Lawyer.
Oh, you'll finish it. No worries.
How many
Wow,
episodes?
you're that confident.
10.
Oh, I'll do that tonight.
Ooh. I don't know. Dude.
Are they hour episodes or 30-minute?
No, they're hour.
Oh yeah, I feel and Renee's gonna and it's a holiday weekend. I will probably have Lincoln Lawyer done by next week.
So that's the other thing I wanted to bring up for the next one is since it's a holiday weekend, what is your go-to holiday deal that you make?
Wait, I gotta go. Stop.
No, this is your homework, and you
Okay.
cook and you smoke. So next week, prepare what not you don't actually make it, but like Mike, I know he always smokes a shoulder or pork, but I usually do wings or fried rice.
I don't smoke.
Joey cooks. What's
Do
your
not come.
holiday cooking thing for Memorial Day? Or do you not celebrate Memorial Day like
Listen,
we used to?
My cooking involves a blonde in the kitchen.
Do not come.
We're on the borderline of being inappropriate sometimes. In this
No,
house.
my wife is a good cook. She cooks.
Yeah.
So you don't make anything. don't
Shepherd's
barbecue?
pie, a few
You don't
things,
grill?
but
Joey,
not
I thought
holiday
you had
stuff.
to go.
I gotta go.
Thanks for tuning
Love
into
you.
this week's episode of Enough
Bye,
to Be
Joey.
Dangerous. The crew says peace out. Catch us next week on this channel. And